Welcome to episode 5 of the Niv-en Ni-ven podcast. This is a very special episode today.
What makes it so special?
No time for that.
Okay.
No, we are on location for the first time ever. We are at Sheds Aquarium in Chicago, Illinois.
What makes it so special about Sheds? Why does it make it special? Who cares?
Because we're on location. It's a big thing, man. We've never done this before.
And why are we here?
We're here because we have a special interview lined up. The first time we've ever done an interview.
And how are we affording this, Chris?
For free.
What?
He wants to do the interview with us. He requested it.
Oh my goodness.
It's absolutely insane. This whole episode's going to be off the walls. But first, we need to get to a small promo for Sheds Aquarium.
I thought you said it was free.
The interview is free. The guest, we're not paying the guest.
Okay.
We still have things we got to do. Sheds Aquarium has designated free days, which includes free admission for Illinois residents. Tickets must be reserved in advance, and you can reserve tickets at shedsaquarium.org.
Man, I really love Sharon's Aquarium. I can see the ambiance in this place. It's very blue, but I also have a quick plug, and this is not to make a joke. Have you ever wanted to put a pug in your plug, or a plug in your pug? Pug plugs. Got a pug? Stick a plug in. They come in a variety of flavors, scratch and sniff flavors as well. There's accessories on the market. They're available at your local retailer. Pug plugs. Look us up. Pugplugs.gov.
Now, is pug a slang term? Or are you talking about the dog?
The dog. Pugs.
Oh, God.
Pug plugs. I don't know where you're putting the plug, but stick them in your pug. It's pug plug.
Well, we have a super special off-the-wall episode today. We are going to do an interview with a murderer later. He claims to be a murderer. You and I are going to find out if he's telling the truth.
All right, I'm fascinated because I was not briefed before you brought me to this aquarium and said we're just filming on scene.
Yep, I got a letter, and this is the neutral area that he wanted to do the interview.
Who are we interviewing, and why did it have to be an aquarium?
That's a good question, Tyler. We're interviewing the stingray that killed Steve Irwin.
Allegedly or unallegedly?
He claims. He wrote us a letter. He wrote a letter and said he wants to tell all on our podcast. He's a fan of the podcast, and this is where he wants to tell his story.
How did he write the letter, and where did he get the ink?
Let's not pull threads on this one. No, there's special technology, I guess, that, we'll ask him in the interview. I'm curious, too. I have questions.
He is a stingray.
Oh, yeah, he's a stingray.
How are we interviewing a stingray?
We're going to ask him questions, and he's going to tell his story.
Okay, and I'm going to trust we have a translator here at the aquarium?
Oh, yeah, we have a translator. They have special equipment that we're going to hook the stingray up to, and his responses are going to scroll across the screen. Now, you guys at home can't read it, obviously, but Tyler, you're going to read them for him. You're going to be the voice of a murderer today, Tyler. How exciting is that?
Why you've taped these goggles to my face, these VR virtual reality goggles? No, I'm kidding. There's just a screen here.
We are very excited, but first, we have many things we want to get to. Do you want to go first today, Tyler? Do you want me to go first? How do you want to do this? What you got?
You know what? I'm just going to talk about how my week's been so far. So
no time for that! What? I'm kidding.
So, I've done a couple things this week. Pretty normal week, but a couple observations. So, I was at the store because I've been hearing about baby formula on the news. And I'm like, you know what? That sounds kind of neat. I'm into alchemy. And so I buy a batch of this baby formula, and all you had to do was add water. And I'm not sure if the amount of water I added was wrong. I measured it out. I'm not sure if it was too hot, too cold. I did not get a baby.
So you didn't get a baby. You
That was my Monday. That's how my week started. I was miffed from the get-go. No baby. Babyless Monday.
How much baby formula did you buy? Because there's a shortage for this test.
I don't know. How much is a baby usually weigh? Like 7 pounds, 8 pounds?
You bought 8 pounds of formula?
Yeah, 8 pounds of formula. How much should I run? Like $20 in the market? Who cares? I didn't get a baby.
You didn't get a baby. Well, I don't know if you know this, but you're supposed to add double the water to get a real baby.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, there's a misprint on the labels. They don't tell you.
Well, I guess I'll buy more formula.
I've been reading it on the internet.
And then Tuesday, I'm watching the news, and they're talking about terrorists, and they're like, domesticated terrorists. And I'm like, What's the problem if they're domesticated? Cats are domesticated.
And they're terrorists.
Yeah. So, miffed, confusion, my week sucks at this point.
Well, I'm glad that we can turn it around today, because this is going to be the most insane episode of Niv-en Ni-ven we've ever had. We might as well quit after this. There's no topping today's episode.
No topic.
There's no topping it.
Oh,
yeah, there's just...
we already have a topic. We established this, Chris.
There's no topping today's episode. This is going to be the most crazy thing. I might just kill myself when we're done.
So, I don't know, being underwater... I mean, we're at the aquarium.
We are enclosed in a studio that is surrounded by tanks, though. So we have tanks on all four sides of us.
Check this out. I've been freaking with the dude maintenance. I can make it sound like it's leaking. Check this out. It's leaking. I've been telling this dude I'm calling up maintenance since we've gotten here. And I'm just, hey, it's leaking, dude. You gotta get down here. Oh, he's been running back and forth. He's confused out of his mind. I hope it doesn't disrupt the interview, but it's the funniest thing.
These guys are nice enough to let us do an interview here. We only have to mention Shed's Aquarium, like, what? How many more times? 5 times? 6 times?
You know what's really going to make it messed up?
What's up?
When I replace the goldfish with goldfish crackers.
That's going to kill some fish.
No, they eat fish, dude.
They eat goldfish?
Yeah, goldfish love goldfish.
Goldfish love goldfish. Okay, well, we do have a couple of...
Do you think they have a goldfish standard?
I think... I
like
mean...
the currency? Like the economy's a goldfish standard?
Sounds like something you do in prison or like on a schoolyard. Be like, I'll trade you my goldfish for 2 Oreos.
We did that. I was a kid and we bartered with potato chips and Oreos. We'd play poker and gamble on like candy and stuff. It's cool.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid.
No time for this, Chris.
Oh yeah, you're right. We have such an exciting episode. You're right. No, there is no time because we have the interview of the century,
and we do have to mention once more Shredder's Aquarium. There is an event or a tent or
free days at Shed's Aquarium.
Free days.
Tickets must be reserved in advance. ShedsAquarium.org.
All right.
Okay, so you ever download apps onto your phone?
We're doing this before the Stingray?
We're doing this before the Stingray.
I'm so amped for the Stingray, man.
I know, but we gotta build anticipation. If we do the Stingray and then we do this is gonna flop. I mean, this is not that great anyway.
All right, we'll do this material.
Yeah, this is not that great anyway. So honestly, if you want to just fast forward right now, we'll wait. And when you hear the word Stingray, you stop fast forwarding because it works like like on like the old cassette tapes. Is that how the people listen to this?
Yeah. This is the only cassette-based podcast.
I tell you what, just skip ahead a good 15 minutes.
Yeah, give it 15.
We'll give
That's
it 15.
Generous.
Our guest is getting ready right now. He's a little nervous, so we're gonna kill some time. This is bullshit.
Kill some time
right
like
here.
He killed Steve.
So, I am going to read different apps, descriptions, and you have to tell me the name of the app.
I'm down.
Okay, so first one. Okay, here we go.
You are taking your time.
I am, because this is filler.
You said we don't have time.
We don't have time, but we kind of have a lot of time.
You interrupted my interruption.
So, this app provides you with a virtual stapler that you can tap. It also keeps track of your quote-unquote score or the number of staples you used. What is the app that gives you a virtual stapler called?
I don't know. 3D virtual stapler?
Very
HD?
Close.
Oh.
It's Sim Stapler.
Sim Stapler. Okay.
Okay, this app. Oh, man, this is a game. This is a fun game. And
wait, the stapler sim was not a game? The simulation of a stapler?
No, that's just something you need in a sim office, I'd imagine.
If you want to practice stapling?
Yeah, you need to practice stapling. This app only contains one button. One brightly colored button. And if you press this button, all that happens is each time you press it, a different message pops up that either criticizes you or dares you to press it again.
What is it, like a self-hate button?
What is this called?
What is the button or the app?
The app. It's a brightly colored button. So think about if you have a button and somebody describes the color of a button. What button do you think we're like, hey, there's a button over there that's this color?
Yeah, but it criticizes you.
Yeah.
This is like a button pushing you towards suicide. So it's got to be blue, sad. So it's a blue button.
So should you press that button?
No. It's the don't press the blue button app.
So close. It's don't press the red button. That was
You said it was criticizing. I thought it was going to be sad.
Don't press the red button. That's the name of that was so good. He does not see these beforehand, guys. This one is another button. A button app. There we go.
A button
game app. Here we go.
Single button based button app.
Except this one, the goal is to press the button. Keep your finger on it as long as you can. Once you lift, your time will be recorded and it counts as your score.
I've done this in a different way, where one time I was wiping my butt and the toilet paper kind of stood there, and I set a timer on my phone to see how long until the toilet paper fell off. It didn't. It just got dried and stuck there. And I had to rip it off. But
Jesus,
I got the high score.
So
anyways, what was the prompt?
What do you think the name of this app is? You press a button, and it scores you based on how long you keep pressing that button.
Hold this button high score button presser game.
You're so close. It's hold on.
Oh.
Now this is
these people keep it simple.
This is another game.
Impress people if it's not extreme.
This is a simulator game in which you control a sentient slice of bread, which is on a mission to evolve and become toast. You have to skillfully move the bread from its confines in the kitchen and take it across a bunch of different levels to achieve the goal. On the way, you'll have to stay wary of the floor and other contaminants that will decrease your bread's edibility score.
I don't get it. If the bread's moving along by himself, he's already not edible. I'm not eating this bread. This app's a failure from the get-go. They should just call themselves stupid idiots for making that.
Do you want to take a shot of what this is called?
I don't know. Loser bread dies and gets eaten.
It's just called I Am Bread.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, you were looking at the App Store, right?
Yeah.
Did you find any apps for, not maps? I don't want to go somewhere. I want, a globe app.
The closest one I found was one where you can record where you poop, and it's called Where I've Pooped.
That's weird. I just wanted one for education reasons, because I've been reading a lot of articles lately. I know I'm just going off on a tangent.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
I was reading a lot of articles about globes and how the distortion effect when you lay the globe out on a flat map and how it distorts how countries looked.
Yeah, the Mercator effect, I think is what that's called.
I was reading some weird things about it, and scientists, looking at satellite images have kind of pieced it together better.
Yeah.
And, the things they found out is Australia is actually more like Ohio than we previously thought. I don't know how to put two and two together, but I've also never gone to space.
Speaking of Australian maps, I saw one the other day where somebody took Australia, and I'll picture Australia in your head.
Oh, yeah.
And they drew an outline along its borders and gave it an eye and a mouth, and it became Scooby-Doo.
No way.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
That's crazy.
Look up Australia Scooby-Doo.
Australia Scooby-Doo. So, another thing we found on the map is that, Greenland's nothing. It's super small. Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the Mercator effect, when you put it onto a map, it ends up looking like it's the same size as Africa.
Yeah, there were a bunch of weird things, Africa's bigger than we thought. Greenland is smaller. Canada's smaller. Canada's also a lot dumber on the map than we thought.
Yeah, useless information. Africa is about 13 times larger than Greenland.
And, so the globe does an okay job, but the flat map, I don't know what you call the flat map. Just a map?
Yeah.
The flat map does not do a good job of portraying Antarctica. It's actually a ring around the Earth.
Oh, okay.
That's where the flat earthers got it from, because they saw the distortion effect on the map.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, the ring. That's the only thing that group got right is